Pretty much.
As opposed to ADD, which we won't talk
about.
Well,
that's a whole other nightmare that we won't get into. That's a whole different show there.
It is. We're not qualified.
I'm not worthy.
Well, yeah, I know the albums are like a status symbol for like a lot of up-and-coming bands. When they appear on late night, they're always
the
happy
vinyl,
to have they've always got the vinyl. I wish I could afford it myself.
If you look at them, every new release basically has a vinyl
edition. Yeah. Now, tell us a little bit about this video that you've brought. This is something you produced how long ago?
A year ago?
Okay, fairly recent.
Something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the process of I have an album called Taken Orally / Taken Monorally, and it's basically a record that is waiting for lots of money to come its way so that I can actually press it for real. Right now, it's available as downloads and stuff like that, and but the video is for the first single, if you will, from the record called Other Pages. And it's fairly silly, fairly sort of, I certainly cite people like Spike Milligan's Q series, English kind of video style, if you will. Very, obviously, and very Monkees influenced as well. There's sort of monkey romps.
Yeah.
It's very, very in evidence in this particular clip. So, it was something I've always wanted to do and hope to do more of course. But
well, very cool. Let's pretend that we're actually going to pause here because this is where we're going to edit in the video and give our audience a chance to check it out.
I'd like to talk about cages or whips and chains, having no reins, having no cash, nothing that lasts. And it's already written onto other pages. It's already written onto other pages. Well, I'd like to talk about eyesight or death or life. Having no heart, having no head, everything's been said. It's already written onto other pages. It's already written onto other pages. Well, I'd like to talk about it all, high and low. Having no height, having no depth, there's nothing left. It's already written onto other pages. It's already written onto other pages. Will somebody give me some matches? This morning it all got wet. I need to burn some books to the wall. Would you all like to watch what I get? I'd like to act, I'd like to think or just combust. It doesn't really matter now, it's all a chosen path of blues and browns. And with my jungle wall, I'll tell you when. But until then, I keep my trap shut just because I'm losing stamina. It's already written onto other pages. It's already written onto other pages. It's already written onto other pages. It's already written onto other pages.
And now we're back, and we're pretending that there was an actual break in time.
That was a really great song,
when
wasn't
in fact
it?
there wasn't.
That was such a great thing I did.
Yeah, because it's... Now, back to the Monkees just for a second. Generally, I'd call you a bit of a rock historian.
Probably by accident.
I would suspect that you have a fairly voluminous library on the subject.
I've been voluminous. I've had it removed, but yes, it keeps coming back. Just starting. Yeah, I mean, the Monkees was like square one as a child. I've been told that I, used to jump up and down when the Monkees were on television in diapers. I mean, that was my first memory is of Mickey Dolenz singing "I'm a Believer." My first musical memory. So that's pretty important to me, I think. But from the Monkees, it's like, barring all of the sort of cliches that they didn't know how to play their own instruments and blah, blah, blah. The thing of it is that they were actually all very accomplished in their fields as far as what they did. Davy Jones was Broadway. Mickey was rock. Peter was folk rock, classical. Nesmith was a genius in and of his own right, even back then, doing Tex-Mex, blues, folk rock, country rock from the get-go, and before even the Byrds did it. So if you branch all of that stuff off, you look at the series, they had Frank Zappa on there. So I learned about Frank Zappa. They had Tim Buckley, Charlie Smalls, who did The Wiz. So they knew their music, they knew their stuff, and just being a big Monkees fan, I was able to glean all of that stuff and just branch from there. And then from there, it was just that's it. Prog. Then I went to prog rock, and it was all over. So.